And here we are in Nicaragua, year 2014, and this is our first morning, and the whole team is sorting out the medicines we have because they've all come down in different luggage, and we're trying to get them sorted out to things like antibiotics, analgesics, etc. And it's a good team building exercise. And here we are with the team putting together the antibiotics into the actual plastic bags that will be handled out to patients. And this room is just doing antibiotics. I shouldn't say just doing, they are doing antibiotics, which is a key part of our program. And you're asking, how do we get around to Nicaragua? Well, here is the answer. Love those colors, and you probably could see my friend Ron in there. He's our backup driver in case anything happens to the other driver. And there is Jerry from New Hampshire. That beautiful lady that just went by was Gail, our OB-GYN, and there is Kim, PA from Southern Connecticut. And this is what the road looks like, and the bouncing as we go along. Here we go. Busload of team heading home after a very, very long day. You hear the chatter though. See some of the local housing here. The bouncing doesn't make you too distracted. How's that for one fantastic view out there? Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful country. And you can see the road ahead, and you can tell by the camera it is a bouncy road. We're actually going downhill before we go uphill in these mountains. Beautiful countryside.
Amazing country, yeah. Amazing.
Gorgeous countryside. And here we are on the first day of clinic, and you can see the three Quinnipiac PA students. That's Amanda, Jen, and Heather, working with a mom and her two kids and translator. And the Quinnipiac PA students are doing a super job. And here is my friend Ron from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Ron is responsible for the deworming and the vitamin section. And is that a professional looking guy or not? Look at that. And here we have Heather working with patients. Heather is a PA student from Quinnipiac. And here we have Jen working with patients, and Jen is a PA student from Quinnipiac also. And here we have Amanda, Quinnipiac PA student, working with a patient. These guys are doing a super job. Here's my good friend, Dr. Jerry Lang from New Hampshire, working with patients, and that is, on the left in the red shirt, that is Alex, the translator. And here we have on the left, that is Dr. Gail. Dr. Gail is an obstetrician gynecologist from Florida. That is Wendy, translator on the right, working with a patient. And here we have Bryn on the right. Bryn is an MD ER from San Diego, my daughter's hometown. And that is Jerry, translator and all-around good guy on the left. And this is Pat Reardon, PA with a lot of experience. And on her right is Naomi, translator, seeing patients. And this is where the school where we ran our first day clinic, very typical school, very typical place to have one of these clinics. We had two buildings. That was building one, and we had another building over to the right. And we had a total of about 5 different classrooms. Saw about 300 patients today. And here is patient parking. Here is Naringa, and Naringa is a registered nurse. This is her first trip on medical mission and doing absolutely super job. Obviously taking vital signs right now. And this is my very good friend Kevin Petiti from Boston. And Kevin plays a key role in our team. He's the operations manager, which just keeps us this side of having a riot in seeing the patients. And here we are with the afternoon patient line. And to my left at the registration area, it is continuing to grow. And here we have patients waiting in line. These patients immediately in front of us here are waiting to see the doctors. And further down, you can see patients getting their vital signs done. And way in the distance there, I'll go in for you, at the fence is the registration area. And here we see patients lining up for registration, and we're currently having a quick lunch hour. And as soon as we get over, which will be in a matter of a minute or two, we'll register these folks and see how we can help them. And here we are with the bus loading up for our final day of clinic. And where we have our vital station, there's Emily, PA student at training, and Naringa, who is a registered nurse. Making sure that we're screening for blood pressure, and if somebody says they have a fever, let's check and see what that fever is. And here we have the registration desk, and we have one of the teachers here at the school doing registering the patients and getting some basic information for us before they go home and get their vital signs. And here's my good friend Kevin in the background there. He's the tall one from Boston, and that is Ron in the front, Nicaraguan, and best of friends. And I can understand Ron's Spanish, but I can't understand Kevin's Bostonian. Snickers. And these are the outhouses behind the school, and you can see by looking just at the condition of them. And probably more importantly, there is absolutely no place around for the kids to wash their hands before they go back into the classroom. And I'm sure you can guess at some of the problems that come out of using these particular facilities behind the school. Here we are in dental, and that's Nicaraguan dentist Rena on the left, who's worked with us for years, and I'm told by our team leader as a dentist, she's a very fine dentist. And that's Kim, Quinnipiac School graduate as a PA, and my friend Kevin from the Boston area who joined us this year. And this is my friend Carmen, a Nicaraguan optometrist, and we count on her every year to do glasses because there's such a big demand for them. Buenas tardes. Gracias. ¿Cómo se llama? Mucho gusto. And here we have Naringa, and we have Kim, and we have Emily. Okay, and guess what we have with them? All the neighborhood guys. Absolutely. End of day, and you can see we're bonding with everybody. Oh, and there's Jen. I missed Jen right in the front there. And here is one of our patients, I would say, by looks of it, a satisfied patient. Hello, how are you? And here's some of the local guys. Hombres! Trying to get them to wave. So far, that's not good. And here is one of our patients, I would say, by looks of it, a satisfied patient. Hello, how are you? Oh, jeez.
Hey, I told you, Kevin.
You're right.
Hey, Angel.
Ah, no. And here we go. I was almost run over by those cows. We do make house calls, and a young woman came down and asked us if we'd come and see a very sick relative. We came, and basically it was an 8-year-old automobile accident that the gentleman was in bed and is developing a whole other set of problems, some of which we can help him with and some of which we're getting him to the hospital for. And here we have a sight that you don't see in New Hampshire, at least not in my part of New Hampshire. A young man coming, and I think he's delivering milk. And here we are on our last day at the hospital here in Dalia, and they're being very hospitable in taking us for a tour of the hospital, and said they hope to see us again next year, which is a nice thing to hear. And these two beautiful ladies are the lab technicians here at the hospital. Hola. And the x-ray room, obviously. This is the delivery room, and you can see they have a fair amount of equipment. And you may not recognize her, but this is Surgeon Emily behind there, getting ready to go into the operating room. And here is the hospital in Dalia, and we just did a very complete tour of it, and you have to be impressed with what they've done. and it seems like a well-organized, well-run, and for this part of the world, a well-equipped hospital.